I believe traditional advertising is on the way out. Being of service, being useful, providing value, enriching people's lives, making customers' lives easier and better is the best marketing that you can't buy.
Hello, welcome to Capterra's Guest Network series, where we talk to leading business influencers about how to work smarter by using the right software. I'm Niels Juist, and today we are talking about how social media can uplevel customer experience for retail businesses. Blake Morgan is joining us. She's a keynote speaker and author of 3 books on customer experience. Nice to have you, Blake.
Hi, Niels. Thank you so much for having me.
How important is it to include social media in your CX strategy?
Social media is a really important part of a customer strategy. Listening to your customers, gathering feedback, and improving your products and services based on that feedback is everything. Additionally, customer service now has expanded to include social media. So customers expect to engage with you on social media as well as talk to you about issues they might be having, and they expect you to solve their problems in the channel that they came in on. We've seen an explosion in the use of social media in video like TikTok and other emerging channels, and customers expect brands of all sizes to be present, engaged, and listening on those new social media channels.
Do you have any examples of companies that do that in the right way?
Yeah, Glossier is an e-commerce cosmetics brand that has exploded in popularity. They do a really great job of listening, engaging, and their consumer-focused approach has really helped their brand grow through word of mouth. They don't use actual models in the marketing of their cosmetics products. They use customers. They engage with customers on TikTok and Instagram. They have Q&As and polls and all kinds of fun events on social media. Additionally, they take social media customer service very seriously. So if a customer needs to contact Glossier, they can expect to hear back on the channel they came in on, such as Twitter. And I think that's so important that if you're going to have a social media strategy, it needs to be hooked up to customer service.
What are some ways brands are missing the mark on social?
In 2021, Burger King put out a tweet on International Women's Day that said, "Women belong in the kitchen." It actually was a tweet to promote a program they were running with female chefs, but it was very misunderstood, taken out of context, and just made them look really bad. So I think that brands need to err on the side of caution with social media. Social media is not a place to try and be cute or funny. If you haven't tested your messaging with a focus group, I wouldn't get out there and just start saying things that could be misunderstood. So I think that it's important to connect with customers, but it's like at any dinner party that you would attend. You don't want to lead with bold statements that could offend people. You want to focus on listening, on being polite, and being a little bit careful. And I think that Burger King learned their lesson the hard way. And for all you brands out there, it's important to listen to your customers, to focus on service. If you focus on that servant mentality, that service, that you really figure out how you can be useful, be of value to your customers, educate them, find ways to create experiences around the product, you can't fail. But if you're trying to be cute, sarcastic, or funny on social media, this is very dangerous territory.
So our research team at Capterra just ran a new survey of online shoppers, and it turns out that almost 40% tell us they've blocked social media ads in the past year. How do you think retailers can avoid this kind of ad fatigue we're seeing?
Most of us don't like advertising. It's interruptive. And if you're my age, you grew up having to watch ads interrupting your favorite TV shows. Well, now customers across the world have control over their content. We can pay a premium not to have to watch ads, and many of us are. So that means brands have to get more creative about how they engage with customers. And I think the important thing is to figure out how you can be of service, how you can educate and create an experience around the product and not just simply advertise. And customer experience really is the best marketing that money can't buy. Customer experience is more powerful than a Super Bowl ad if you live in the US and you watch football. So interrupting customers, trying to hypnotize them with your advertising, telling them how great you are. The best way to earn customers' wallets is to actually be great, to provide an experience so good, they're going to tell their friends and family. I believe traditional advertising is on the way out. Being of service, being useful, providing value, enriching people's lives, making customers' lives easier and better is the best marketing that you can't buy. You only earn it by providing an incredible customer experience.
Yeah. Do you have any examples of how companies could add value to provide a better customer experience?
If you are willing to personalize your content, to educate, for example, REI is a retailer here in the US. They sell outdoor retail goods like tents and running shoes, sleeping bags, and they not only want to sell you the tent, they want to plan your vacation, teach you everything about hiking trails, and add value in other ways, not just selling you the actual product. This is the future of customer engagement, where we're not just selling product, we're creating experience around the product like REI, that they're not just selling outdoor gear. They're teaching you everything there is about the whole experience of being in the great outdoors. And they're even willing to book your travel for you and create a whole experience around the product. So they're being useful. And that is the key. It's to figure out what your customers need help with and be that trusted partner for them. And that will create that loyalty that so many brands are striving for by being of service and being useful.
Is there a specific kind of software you would recommend to retailers who want to uplevel their social strategy for CX?
It's really important to have a platform where you can listen to customers, make sure that you're identifying customers that need help, and then engaging with them in a thoughtful manner. Software like Zendesk, Hootsuite, Sprout Social are really great, or Buffer and Zoho Social are also really useful. It really depends on your budget and the complexity of your company, how big it is, but you have to have some software that is strong enough for you to really listen to customers, engage with them, and then feed that customer data back into your customer data platform. And having good software can mean all the difference in your ability to engage with customers and really build a brand that listens to customers.
Thank you for your insights, Blake.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. You can check out more of these interviews on our YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe. You can also follow us on LinkedIn and X. See you next time.